Luke,
Ah!
it's 2024.
Oh, no. I knew this would happen.
As soon as 2023 ended, you knew that 2024 was going to be right around that corner.
told everyone. When 2023 started, I said, you know what's going to come after this? Did anyone believe me? Did anyone listen? No. This is my told you so moment. I knew it.
Show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend.
Okay, 2024 is coming.
Yes.
There are going to be some cool games coming out this year.
Yes,
probably.
games are back.
Games are back, unless they get delayed. Which they may. Well,
Which
that's
is
fine. So Ellen and I have decided to set ourselves the challenge of conveying to you, the viewer, the single game currently slated for a 2024 release that we are genuinely most excited for. Of all the games, of all tiers, be it AAA to triple Z.
That's just sleeping, isn't it?
You go first. Do you have any honourable mentions?
Yes. Okay. So
I'll grant you 2.
Right. So those of you will know I loved Stray. So when I saw Little Kitty Big City, I thought,
Cool.
freaking adorable. Looks really cute. They had a little demo out a while ago. Genuinely looks just like a really fun little puzzle game, and I think something that, you know, some people thought that Stray was going to be bigger than it was. Stray was quite a linear storyline, and this seems a bit more like,
All right, yeah.
woo, big
Sure.
city, open worldy kind of vibes.
Little kitty.
Big city. And then also, one thing that absolutely blew my mind last year when I saw the trailer for it was Princess Peach Showtime.
Oh, yeah. Because
Princess Peach very rarely gets her own games. And in this one, like, she's got like whole costume mechanics, like where she's like, I'm a pirate Peach now and looking freaking cool with it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Thank you, Nintendo. You come up with some of the like zaniest ideas when it comes to your characters, and not in an annoying, quirky way, in a fun, quirky way.
Not a novelty for me. I play as Peach every time I play a Mario game.
Yeah, I know, but like
just another day at work for me.
The focus is on her. But the one game, like these two like really cutesy looking games, the game that I'm actually most excited for, Little Nightmares 3.
I'll be completely honest, I had forgotten there was going to be a Little Nightmares 3. But that's bad of me because I loved Little Nightmares and I loved Little Nightmares 2.
Yeah, we're both big fans of those games, and like basically Little Nightmares was for me. I'm a big scaredy cat, as we know. If you've not seen Ellen's Fear Academy, I'm a big scaredy cat. You can see that. But with Little Nightmares, it's the perfect kind of just spooky, creepy, yes, there are scary, oh my gosh, you've got to run chase scenes with monsters, but they're so well built up to and surrounded by just a brilliant puzzle game with really fun physics. Like, you're this tiny little character, which, you know, in this vast world, it's like the Borrowers, but like scary.
But messed up.
And like spooky and things. And what's really interesting about this third one is there's some new things to it, in that one, it's set in a slightly different area. You know, the last two games were both set in 2 different places. One was the moor, one was this like horrible like broken down city, and then this one seems to be kind of like sort of in a deserty sort of area, like at least of the bits that they've shown. Yeah, there's a slightly different kind of colour palette to it. It's a slightly warmer looking game. It's more orangey tones. And an additional thing is, because everyone got really excited when Little Nightmares 2 was first shown, because you have 2 characters. You had like a little AI helper, and people thought, oh, is it co-op? But it wasn't co-op. You just had a little helper with you. But in 3, there's actually going to be co-op.
Oh, great. That's
so
really
we
good.
can play together.
Oh, no. Those games have some of the most... They're not violent.
No.
But, well, they are violent. They're not gory.
They're not gory.
But they have some of the most unsettling character design.
Oh, the character designs are...
creepiest, messed up stuff. Really creepy, really unsettling. Things like stealth
there's
sections
a lot of,
that are really like nerve shredding.
Yeah, like, because sometimes you get to a bit where it's like, oh, you've got to run between things and not be seen, and but like the games that do that super well are the ones that make you feel like, oh, run.
Yeah, like you really don't want to be seen.
And they get that fantastic like tension of like, you've really got to try for it and go for it, but they're never like so frustratingly hard.
Yeah.
Like
Generous
they're,
checkpointing, I
you know,
remember, from
generous
the other little Nightmares games.
because I've been playing like a similar kind of stealthy game where you have to run around and in Oddworld Soulstorm.
Oh, yeah.
And the checkpointing that not great. I could make a whole video about it, but like playing that made me really appreciate games like Little Nightmares that get the difficulty of the puzzle well, how the AI behaves really well, and just generally making you feel kind of smart when you're working out these puzzles, not getting frustrated.
Nice.
And the one thing as well I'm really looking forward to is more of the music.
Oh yeah,
I think the main theme
soundtrack.
is just so good and creepy, and I love all the little extra things that you can find running around the game and all these little like secrets that you can find.
Good storytelling as well. It's good.
Brilliant storytelling.
There's no
one
dialogue in those
says
games.
anything,
Yeah.
but you know what's going down. And I think the final scene of Little Nightmares, no spoilers, it's like, oh my god, I was playing it like this is the coolest thing that's ever happened in the end of a video game. Supermassive Game is very good at getting the vibes right for this series, and I cannot wait to play more, and really looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Num num num.
Okay, honourable mentions.
Yes.
Banished,
Ooh.
which is the new game from Don't Nod, who make Life is Strange.
Of course.
This one looks super, super different, but I have to give the benefit of the doubt and my attention to anything that Don't Nod make, because I'm such a big Life is Strange fan. What am I going to pick for number 2? Hades 2 will probably go into early access this year. I'll just have no honourable mentions.
No.
Nah, I'm not in. Nah, it's not good. It's not. It's an off year, folks. No.
Oh, Luke,
No,
games
no,
are
it's-
back.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, games, they're back, aren't
Games
they?
are back.
Yes. I'm just going to skip to talking about the thing that I really want to talk about. Aero GPX. Do you remember ages ago on Outside Xtra, I did a live stream where I tried to find a game to replace the F-Zero games that Nintendo don't really make anymore.
Yeah. Apart from that 99 one.
Apart from the one that they did, Aero GPX is the one. It's being developed by one Aaron McDevitt.
What, as in like just one person?
I think it's a very, very small team.
Wow.
Love
stuff like that, where
yeah.
it's just like a small team of people who are... So that sounds like a passion project.
Absolutely. It was a Kickstarter success story. It is sort of slated on Steam for a 2024 release date. I would be completely understanding if that slips, but this was my opportunity to rave about how hype I am for this game. There are a couple of things that are really cool about it. The handling and the presentation is just so perfectly nailed on exactly how F-Zero X on the N64 felt. It's so fast, it's so twitchy, but it's so grippy. You can drift the cars, but generally they just feel like they're they're anti-gravity, but they're not floaty. It kind of feels like they're on rails, like there's somehow loads of
magnets underneath, like they're held into.
Yeah, it's like a magnet thing's pushing them up, but also
pulling them down.
Downforce is pushing them down. So there's just a really, really good feeling to it, and really, really creative, interesting track layouts with lots of jumps and magnetic tubes and stuff like that. And I love the vibe of these games, not just the feel of them, but the look and the whole aesthetic. I wrote a tabletop game to try to do my part to pick up the Nintendo slack.
And Wipeout. Where did Wipeout go?
Wipeout's not right. Wipeout's like a sort of. It's not right. For those of us who are so weird as to be really drilled down into the anti-gravity racing genre, which doesn't exist anymore, really. Wipeout's a bit of a different vibe, but yeah, it's an okay mistake to make.
Yeah,
it's fine
for someone who is a novice.
Yeah, it's fine.
In
I've said
anti-gravity.
I've said it's fine, so it's fine. Wipeout. This game is clearly more than just a sort of direct modernisation of F-Zero X, because mechanically there's some really, really interesting stuff that's being introduced, like diving mechanics being introduced. You can like attack other cars from above by like drilling your car down. I've played it a little bit because there is a playable demo online. However, it's pretty, by the developer's own admission, it's now pretty out of date, that demo. Like the game's, and it's no longer supported or anything. And you can still play it, but it's moved on a lot since then. So like, it's great for getting a sense of what the game's going to feel like, but I think it's going to be a lot more fully featured and a lot cooler when it does release. And finally, the other thing I want to say about it is that the music is by an artist called Myron. He's a musician who is just incredible with his guitar and at nailing a vibe. He's doing the music for Aero GPX, and there's like bits and pieces of it that you can hear already, and it's sounding just so good. So absolutely, that's my one. Okay, we did it, Ellen.
We did it.
We did it. Man, easiest show of the weekend ever. That's it. That's good. I feel like we've given some oxygen to some less shouted about 2024
Well,
games,
there are lots of exciting other 2024 games, so, feel free to shout out your personal one in the comments below. That's what that place is for down there. So if you're like, why don't you say the new Final Fantasy 7 bit? And we're like, well, put it there.
I don't want to know about. Tell us the games that no one else has heard of.
Yeah.
Put those in the comments. Be like, you don't know this, but I've been keeping track on Steam.
Be the hipsters of the YouTube comment section.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, James.
Oh, hang on.
James got a hand up from James.
Anonymous Hacker Simulator.
Anonymous Hacker Simulator.
Anonymous Hacker Simulator.
Ooh. What I want it to be is where you just go, and it's like, and then it just like.
Shouldn't have. No, I don't want to print. Oh, shouldn't have. I'm out.